baller, take you home. Island style represent.
In this episode, we leave the eastern islands and make our way back to the west to catch up with the crayfishermen, including a quick stop in the central islands. So on our way back to Badu Island, and we pulled in at beautiful Masig, York Island, just to get some fuel. This has got to be one of my favorite islands. It's so beautiful, heaps of fish and really wonderful people. One good thing about this place is on the high tide, the fuel station is right on the beach. So close and easy. So we're gonna quickly run up to the shop to try and catch up with some friends and family. So that's the beach just there. Fuel station right here. And coconuts within arm's reach. This place has got plenty. While we're at the shops, Nabs checks out the catch from a local diver.
Hello there, my name is Refueling. I'm a TSI license holder for Masig here. Just to show you a bit about what I do and what did I do today. And just went out diving for slugs, sea slugs, down at Warrior Reef. This is the product here that I fish for, crayfish. Very fragile. You got to be very, very careful of how you look after the fish. Very fragile. Some spotted ones, yeah. These ones are more fragile. The ones, yeah.
One of them one called there?
The ones, the crayfish, different species. That one there, this one's the green one. And the other one, no, the leopard one. This one's the leopard one.
Them three different.
Them three different ones, different crayfish. Same fish.
What? And
Another balaya for Masig before we take off.
yeah,
Okay. Quickly popped in there, catch up. Now we're on our way back to home, back to the west. Leaving Masig, we head west to the working grounds of the local crayfish divers near Mabiog. This trip is around 125 kilometers from Masig, and we were racing the sun to make it back before it sets. But with the new 300 horsepower Mercury, we make it with enough time to visit another crayfish vessel who knows the area well to get some fish marks for dinner. We just got into the reefs off the back of Mobiag. A couple of lads here and the crayfishing boys. Just come suss them out on the way to the next boat where Adrian is. So Trent's just giving us a few marks to go and check out the finger mark places around this area. These boys are the pro crayfishing guys here. Been doing this area for a long time, so hopefully he's giving us some good marks to go and check out. But like I said, if fish can move, or he's just giving us a bump steer. Big school of fish of some sort. The sun is setting. And Rory's just dropped in to have a look to see what that school of fish is.
There's a few down there.
Yeah, big school.
8 or 9 I saw.
So, look at that. Get a fish on that. Same there. Got some finger mark. The boys are getting in for one more drop. Sun is setting. It's another beautiful day on the water. We traveled a long way today. And we're gonna have an action-packed day tomorrow, hopefully. Gonna go and catch up with my brother, Adrian. See how we go. Boys, it just surfaced.
2 finger mark as the sun sets. How good.
All right, so a good little afternoon for the boys to quickly get in, get some finger mark. Sun is setting now. And we're about to go and try and find my brother anchored up here somewhere on the reef. Hopefully he's not too far away. He's at Football Reef. But we've got a little bit of light left, so hopefully we'll find him.
Early the next morning.
So we're up nice and early. Sun hasn't come up yet, but we got first light and the boys are already off to start crayfishing. So we're gonna follow them for a little bit and see how it's done. So let's get moving.
I've got them with some Torres Strait cray divers. I'm going to bring the big camera, try and keep up and get some shots of them going for some crays. See how I go.
Meanwhile,
I'm watching while the water's here free. Good luck. Thanks for having me.
After hanging out with the crayfish divers, we dive the area to look for finger mark. The currents can move a lot faster in this area, so our diving tactic has to change. A hot drop and quick dive before we drift off the mark is our best option.
3, 2, 1, go!
Last drop, finger mark. On our way back to Badu, we decide to stop in on a spot for some different fish.
Yeah, so we're inside a creek on the back of Badu Island here. We're just checking out a couple of snags that I've seen and hooked barrow on. So just checking the viz and how we're gonna hang the dinghy or how we're gonna tack this dive.
We had one quick dive. Water viz was no good and it doesn't feel right, so we jumped out, called it a day. Felt a bit sketchy in there, and who knows, could be a croc sitting here. No thanks. Nabs has been nice enough to lend us his trailer for the night. That way we can get our boat up, do an outboard service, and just go over all of our gear and the boat before we make our way back down to the coast. And he's put Carnage in the water for the night. And we're gonna go and have a good night, catch up with some family.
The next day.
Planning on going a bit of a quad bike adventure this morning.
Due for an outboard service, quickly doing an outboard service while Rory gets to have a quick tour around Badu Island. This shouldn't take too long before we get back in the water on our way down the coast.
Still a bit of rain as we're going through the forest. Bit wet.
Fresh oil. Boat's ready to go, had its service. We're heading back down the east coast after we drop off Bobby and pick up Elliot.
Bit of a drag race there.
Oh yeah, got smoked. A little bit running a bit heavy, yeah, at the moment. Look.
Oh,
Cheers, eh?
Congrats,
Appreciate
eh?
that, boys. That was fucking
Wicked trip.
unbelievable.
Saying goodbye to Bobby.
Later, right?
Have a good flight, mate.
See you in the new year.
And then there were two.
For now.
For now.
So we're on to our second shipwreck off Horn Island. The first one we dived, it was okay. The water's clean. It's like 3 meter viz. And there was a couple of okay fish. There was a big trout, some tuskies, and a heap of other fish. But while we've got a bit of clean water on the top of the tide, I figured we're gonna check this other one just here near the mangroves. There's a few boats around, as you can see. So this one's right in the middle. We'll hopefully get in and have a quick look.
So we just dove this wreck. Viz was way better than we thought it would be. It's this big catamaran just sitting on the sand. We see a couple finger mark immediately, and we're going to be picky and see what else is on the wreck. First couple of dives, just leave the finger mark to swim, and then when we decide to shoot one up, we haven't seen anything better, they disappear. So I did a number of dives trying to get the shot on them. Dennis's safety was on for one of them, and then the viz started to go bad, and we just said, okay, one more dive. So he dives down, I'm coming up behind him, and he gets a shot on one. I'm kind of looking around, seeing if I can find one. I see a little one, I kind of swim towards it, and then I spot this big tusky. So I slam that tusky, and last drop, after doing maybe 7 or 8 drops and not getting a fish, we both get a fish on the last one as we lost the viz.
Oh, nice one, bruh.
Last dive.
That's that tusky.
We're all celebrating when I get to the surface. Just chatting away, and I'm going, how good's that? The 2 best fish on the wreck on the last drop. And then tusky kicks out of my hands and takes off, and my gun with it. Is my gun good? Luckily Dennis was on it and just dove straight away and grabbed my gun. It'd be a real shame if I lost that. So very thankful for Dennis for that one. Thanks, bro. Moral of the story, bleed and brand your fish before you start chatting away.
We spend the last days with family before our big trip down the coast and experience the cost of adventures. So we've just had a really big issue that's going to ruin our whole trip all the way back down the coast, and that's to do with our motor guide.
Saunders Isle, it was very pretty. It's fairly offshore, it's like 30 mile offshore I think it was.
It was a beautiful island, magical fairway offshore, water was clear.
We were literally in this much water, but I'm just kind of sinking in, so I'm kind of squatting in the water like this and had it up to here. It was probably the safest water we were in all trip.
Maybe 20 minutes total of Rory starting to feel a bit off.
I believe it was only when I started feeling my throat closing up that we realised that we needed to get help ASAP, that it wasn't just a pain management thing and that I could potentially suffocate.